Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I am Martina Lily and today we're going to put to the test the new Dior Backstage Smoky Essentials palette. It's also the first time I'm trying a Dior Backstage eyeshadow palette, so I'm very excited to put it to the test. Now hopefully that all sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get started. Before we get into the look, I will have timestamps just in case you're only interested in certain parts of the video. Also, everything that I use on my face today will be linked in the description box down below for you guys. They are affiliate links, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. And at the time of filming this palette here is not currently available in Australia for my Aussies. I picked mine up off of Selfridges, if you're wondering. So, but when it's released in Australia, I'll let you guys know if you're interested. As I mentioned, this is my first Dior Backstage palette. I really love the packaging of these. I love the clear with like the Dior, and then on the back it has all of the shade names and then also the shade types. And it says, you know, there's a mixture of basically satin, shimmer, metal, and matte shadows in this little palette of 9 shades. It's about 96 Australian dollars. It's slightly cheaper. I think it's about 87 or 88 dollars on Selfridges Australian. Obviously, depending on your currency and where you live and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be different. On the Dior website, it calls the Backstage palettes like the ultimate makeup artist kind of tool. It says like ultra pigmented, multi-texture, and then it's also got like primer, eyeshadow, highlighter, and eyeliner. So there you go. I'm not quite sure which one of these is the primer, but I'm sure one of you guys will let me know. Selfridges doesn't have like the full description of it on here, and none of these say primer, so maybe it's just some palettes that have that. Who knows? You know, professional review around here. Okay, what we're gonna do now is I've done full arm swatches and then I've done individual swatches of each of the shades for you guys, so we'll swipe into that and then we will come back and do the look. going to start by priming my lids with my Rare Beauty eye primer because not to prime is a crime for me anyway. I think what I'll start with is my Refa 33, and I'm going to start with this one right here, which I believe is Soft Rose, and it's a satin shadow. And immediately I can kind of tell from swatching this palette, like if you're looking for that Natasha Denona Pat McGrath Labs level pigment, that indie eyeshadow level pigment, it's probably not for you. It really does feel like one of those true softer luxury formulas. However, I do think, just from swatching, we'll see how it goes and I'll tell you at the end, but it does feel like a palette really well designed for like one and done shadows. Like each of these feel like they could be really quick and easy one and done shadows. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to wiggle this through the that blended so quick and easy and stunning. Again, it's very soft though, so don't get me wrong, it's not highly pigmented, but look, it just blended itself. That's so nice. I think this would probably be, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I'm not a makeup artist and I haven't worked on any other skin tone but my own, but I feel like this would probably be okay for all skin tones or most skin tones as well. Even like some of these as one and dones on deeper skin tones, oof, gorgeous. So I'll just fluff this through the crease here. Actually, let's just go wild and pack this on the lid as a one and done. I can definitely see myself using this shade as a one and done a lot. Also with the swatches, I put my lighting down a little bit, so if you can please let me know if that lighting was better than normal or if you like it a bit brighter, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I mean, that's really pretty as a one and done shadow. Like if you just want something soft on the eyes, ooh, very pretty. Now I'm gonna pick up this What's Up Beauty R105 brush, and I think I'll try this one now, which is a matte and it's called Morph. Let me know in the comments if you have your eye on this, by the way. So I'll start by wiggling this into the outer corner and deepening that up a little bit. I just want to create some dimension. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. And look how soft and lovely that. These blend beautifully. Again, not crazy pigmented. So if that bothers you, like if you were like disappointed in the House Labs eyeshadow palette, for example, you wouldn't like this one. I'm gonna pick up this Sonia G Worker Pro, and I think I'll go into a smidge of this one, which is, I should tell you, Deep Plum, and it is a matte. I'm just gonna go into a small amount, just softly. Just want to deepen the outer corner a little bit. I like to do that to lift my downturned eyes a little bit, but you could totally skip this, or you could just take it even further and really deepen it up. For the lid color, I think I'll use the bronze here. I'm just going to take it on my finger. So these are a very soft, like this bronze color is called Light Sand and it says it's a metal shade, but honestly it just really feels like a satin. So I'll take it on my finger on this side so we can see. I think if you use a brush, you know, it's just a satin shade. So again, if you have textured lids and you want a soft, fuss-free metallic formula, this one's going to be for you definitely, but you know, as you can see, it's nothing like crazy wowing. It's just very soft and wearable, if that's your version of wearable. Naturally, on the other side, we will take my Intensifeyes stick from Pat, and we'll just see how this amps it up. I'll take it on my finger again. Yeah, it definitely amps it up. Not a crazy amount, but definitely more so than without it. So that just means you can kind of tailor it to what you want, I guess. I'm just taking that Deep Plum shade again on that Sonia G, and I'll just marry. What I'm going to do is take this N11 from BK, and I'm going to go into the black matte, and I've just been liking like flicking this up along the lash line to like smoke it out a little bit. We're going to leave the eyes here. I think they're very pretty, very soft. I feel like this is a very easy, fuss-free look. And, you know, if you didn't want to go as kind of smoky, I guess, you could like not do the black smudging, you could not do the deep plum, or you could really vamp it up a lot. It's completely up to you. But I am now going to do the speed through of my base makeup like I normally do in these kinds of reviews. I'm actually testing for the first time today, by the way, the Laura Mercier new concealer, so we'll see how that goes. And then we will come back, do lower lash line, and I do highlighter, blush, and lips with you guys as well, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So let's do it. Okay, so we have all up to brows and bronzer on. Let's finish this lower lash line. I am going to take a Sigma A36 and go into this shadow right here. And I'm going to run it underneath the lash line. This is the best under eye brush, by the way. It's the teeniest tiny little blending brush. It's so perfect for the under eye. And then just a teeny little pencil brush, I'll go into a touch of this one, which is the deep plum, just slightly. I'm gonna put Victoria Beckham Fig eyeliner on my top waterline. And then I'm gonna put this Chanel Stylo waterproof, long-lasting eyeliner, I can't pronounce it. And it's in the colour, that's such a good question, Beige Lumiere in the lower waterline. And then just my Caliray mascara, because I'm so close to finishing this. For the inner corner, I'm just going to put a little bit of this one in here, which is a shimmer shadow called Beige, and this is just a Sonia G pencil brush. Just pop that in there, and I might just swoop it up a little bit. Perfect. I think they are looking really quite lovely so far. Alright, let's move on to highlight, blush, and lips. For highlight, I thought we would take the Westman Atelier Liquid Highlight in Poda Rose. And I just put a little bit on the back of my hand and then pick it up with my sponge. Such a beautiful, beautiful natural highlighter. I'm going to set that with the Tom Ford Soleil Neige highlighter, if I can open it. For some reason I can't. There we go. In Rose Iris. Very pretty. Cream blush, we're going to take Pat McGrath Labs cream blush in Divine Rose, and I just kind of like work it on the back of my hand like this, and then I'm going to take a Delium Tools Angled Brush 962 and like pick the product up and then just lightly perfect. And then the most perfect colour blush to set that with is the new Chanel Healthy Le Beige's Healthy Winter Glow Blush. I have the shade Rose, I think it is. Yeah, Rose Polar. It is just beautiful, this blush. And so many of you guys, I did a review of this in the new quad. So many of you guys said that you picked up all 3 of these blushes, and I can see why. It's really a beautiful blush formula. Setting spray, we will take my Charlotte Tilbury. For lips, I'm going to use the Dior 100 Nude Lip Liner first. And then I think Hermes Rose and Scents is going to be perfect. Yeah. Alright, let me go figure out hair, jewelry, all that jazz, and we will zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, my friends, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I personally think this is very, very pretty. It's a very me comfort zone type look as well, which I love. So what are my thoughts on this palette and whether or not I recommend it? Now, firstly, it's really important to keep in mind everyone's value of $1 is very, very different. And so only you can make the best decision for yourself. I'm just going to tell you my 2 little cents, okay? I think this actually is really pretty. I don't think this is going to be for everyone. I think if you are someone that loves that softer luxury eyeshadow formula and this color story really speaks to you, then yes, I do think you will really like this. You're not going to get like a Vavoom kind of metallic shadow from this. It's definitely think more of just straight down the line kind of a satin formula. And if that is your vibe, go for it. If you love one and done shadows and these shades speak to you as one and done shadows, again, go for it. I think you'll love it. And if you have mature lids, I mean, it's going to suit any lid, but if you do have mature lids and you're looking for more of that kind of satin texture, again, I think you'll probably really like this. If you are someone though that really loves that impactful, like Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath Labs, indie eyeshadow, like wham bam kind of pigment and payoff, then I think you'll be quite disappointed in this, so maybe don't pick it up. I really enjoyed how easy and fuss-free this look was to create. The shadows blended themselves in my personal opinion, and I love how this look has turned out. I can see myself really using this on the everyday, especially when I'm in a rush and I just need something to go on quickly and look good. It was also my first Dior Backstage palette, so I definitely don't regret picking it up or anything like that, because I really have wanted to try the formula for some time of that kind of line. And it is a color story that I would lean to in terms of like one and done shadows in particular. So overall for me, it's a win. I wouldn't say it's like rave worthy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be shouting it from the rooftops. However, I think if you are someone that specifically had your eye on this color story and it's suited to, you know, those reasons that I said at the start of this outro, then I think it's for you. I really hope that all makes sense, and I hope that you have enjoyed the video up until this point. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is it something that you're going to pick up, or is it an easy skip for you? I'd really be interested in hearing your guys' feedback on it. And I hope, well, sorry, before I say that, if you have made it this far, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so, so much. I truly appreciate you. And now I hope you have the most amazing day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.